Just a quick one, guys. We have released our brand new Rangers Christmas drop. We've got the Sing in the Sash tees, along with the famous RFC Christmas tee. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, of course, we're going to be going through why Rangers have been handed a huge £50 million blow, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. Guys, yesterday, of course, I was hungover from the game, obviously the cup final. I did get a video out there, which I'm happy about, but I've made a full recovery, a sober night last night. Just about. However, still watching all the highlights back, watching all the cup celebrations still. Not getting old for me. I'm really enjoying it. So glad that we got that first trophy out of the way. I'm so glad that we've ended that sort of League Cup drought, and as I said, a real good feeling around the place for Rangers at this moment in time. But, of course, now we need to follow it up. We can't be complacent. Just because we've won a trophy doesn't mean it's time to put our feet up and relax. We've got a huge home game against St Johnstone this week as we look to try and claw back the points. As I say, we do have the league title on our hands, so to speak. We win all our games in hand, we will go to the top of the Scottish Premiership. We beat Celtic on the 30th, we go even further. But again, another big game coming up, another home game as well, which I think is a good thing. Going up against St Johnstone, currently sitting 8th in the league table, not looking too bad. Their recent form, beat Hibs in their last game out, drew 1-1 with Motherwell, obviously beat St Mirren, so they are unbeaten in 3 games. Their last defeats coming against Celtic, 3-1, and of course losing to Hearts. But again, another really important match for us in our whole outlook for the team. We're currently on a 5-game winning run, so we're looking to continue that against the Perth side. This is obviously a start of the sort of festive period, if you like. Got St Johnstone, followed by Motherwell away at Fir Park. Then we take on Ross County before the big game against Celtic. Then Kilmarnock at home, and then that's us kind of done then until the sort of 21st of January when the Scottish Cup returns. Of course, we will have a game against Copenhagen chucked in the mix a bit, and our team could look really different come after that game against Kilmarnock. But yeah, 5 really important games coming up for us that we need to be making sure that we win all of them. I'll be a happy bear if we do win all 5 of those games. It would mean we would go 4 points top of the Scottish Premiership, technically. Obviously, if we did win our games in hand. But yeah, exciting times. But of course, we need to keep it going. We need to keep winning. And another game against St Johnstone this week. Of course, as I stated, guys, Michael Beale, or stated in a previous video, Fabrizio Romano provided an update with regards to Michael Beale. Of course, Michael Beale dismissed just over 2 months ago, obviously replaced by Philippe Clement, been out of work, but he's the new Sunderland manager. Not sure how he got that gig, but Sunderland have appointed Michael Beale as their new manager as they look to target promotion to the Premier League. Back in work again. I suppose good for him. I wasn't expecting him to go to such a big club straight away like Sunderland. But of course, interesting really to see. But yeah, let's see how he gets on with regards to Sunderland. I can't believe this is his third job pretty much within a year. But yeah, he's the new Sunderland manager. Not sure how he fluked that one, but he did. In other news, guys, Rangers have been handed a giant £50 million blow. Look, there's been a lot of talk about the Club World Cup in recent weeks, months, even year. Goes probably far as back to about a year ago when we started talking about this Club World Cup. However, Rangers, guys, I can confirm to you now, are not going to be a part of it by any means. There was slight rumours that Rangers could sneak their way in with a really good European run this year. However, they have prioritised Champions League coefficient points, Champions League winners, and how clubs have represented in the Champions League over those Europa League sort of coefficient points, Europa Conference League coefficient points. And as I stated, Rangers, as I say, wanted to try and get in. Were trying to get into the 32 event being held in the USA in 2025. However, it has been confirmed that Rangers will not be in it, of course, leading to a £50 million blow. Each team who would have been taking part in the said 32 Team Club World Cup competition would have been given a £50 million golden handshake. This came after senior Zurich sources suggested that nations would be restricted to 1 place per country through UEFA coefficient calculations. Based on 4 seasons, including this term, Rangers, despite standing 20 86th in the rankings, would have been locked in a battle with the Belgian Bruges and Slavia Prague's Czech Republic. But FIFA Ruling Council included FA Chair Debbie Hewitt agreed with the proposal that only coefficient points earned in the Champions League over the 4-year period would count towards the table. So past Champions League winners, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester City are going to be through. Through Champions League coefficient points, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter Milan, Porto and Benfica are going to be there. And also other teams that could qualify this season are Arsenal, Copenhagen, PSV and Real Sociedad, and other sides that could qualify if to add to their country are Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, RB Leipzig, Barcelona, Juventus, Napoli, Salzburg, Lazio, and basically neither Rangers or Celtic will be a part of it, unfortunately. However, we'll have a chance to try and get there in 2029. It's a shame because I thought that would have been a really good trip for us, not just financially, but to go and play like the Boca Juniors of the world, all the best teams in Europe as well. Some South American teams, Fluminense, Flamengo, out in the USA would have been absolutely carnage as a supporter and a kind of once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. However, as I stated, we're not going to be a part of it, which is unfortunate. However, we do need to go forward. As I said, we want to try and target for 2029. We need to start winning the league title, getting into the Champions League, and doing what we do in the Europa League and try and take it up to that next level. I know it's easier said than done being a Scottish side, but that's the sort of next dent I think we need to do. We've had a clean sweep now at the sort of trophies in Scotland since we've got back. We've got to the Europa League final. We're into the Europa League knockout stages once again this year, and we have had impressive results in Europe over the last 3, 4, 5 years. However, as I said, our next step is try and win the league this year, try and get into this new look Champions League table, and then just go for it and try and take ourselves to that next level, try and become a Champions League team. I know some of you would go like, no, it's impossible for Rangers to compete at that level. It's not. I think we were unfortunate last year with all the injuries that we had. It wasn't a real representation of ourselves in the Champions League. But also, if you're looking at Copenhagen this year, we earn a lot more money than Copenhagen. They're now in the last 16 of the Champions League, going to be taking on Manchester City. We've seen Salzburg do it in recent years. We've seen Club Brugge do it in recent years. We see PSV do it in recent years as well. So these sorts of sides we're kind of a leveler with financially. So that'll be our next stage, I think. Obviously, once we sort out our recruitment, have a real good plan, win our domestic league. I think 2029, aim to try and get there, get as much coefficient points as we possibly can, and get to the Champions League and do well in the Champions League each year would be a good start and would be a really good aim and goal to have for 2029. I'll be in my 30s by then, and it would be quite good to be out there just partying along, seeing Rangers take on like Boca Juniors or something like that. It'd be absolutely fantastic. But it all starts this year, guys. We need to win the league title. Simple as that. And then we can take it from the Champions League next year should we get there. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on Michael Beale being the Sunderland manager. Let me know your thoughts ahead of the St Johnstone game, and also let me know your thoughts on this sort of Club World Cup situation down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, guys, we have dropped our Rangers Christmas merchandise, so do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. I'll have a new drop ready to go for January as well, so plenty out there. But yeah, rfcclothing.com. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.